Hey, 2K, can you let them in as they come in? I'm hoping this keeps going while I got the service I've got.
Hey, my name's Pierce. I just have a quick question. So I went to MEP this past January and passed everything, but recently I had to get a small knee surgery because I had a small tear in my quad tendon. Is that gonna hurt me or anything if I just don't tell anyone?
Um, when are you gonna be? When are you in physical therapy?
Yeah, I'll be good to go in like 2, 3 months. I'll be back at 100%.
When do you ship?
Well, I'm going the officer route, and I didn't get picked up in the June board. So I'm gonna go to this October board is my plan.
Yeah, I mean, if you're fine, I wouldn't bring it up. If it's a big issue or something like that, I mean, maybe let your recruiter know that that happened. But if it was like a small surgery that wasn't really a big deal, like, it should be fine. But I would still let your recruiter know just to be on the safe side.
Okay, gotcha.
It shouldn't hurt you from going to the board regardless.
Gotcha, but like you don't think I'll need a waiver or anything?
That's up to medical. It's not really something I don't. If it's something that's going to be, it's a possibility, man. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, you could need. You're probably going to need a waiver if you bring it up. If you choose to bring it up, they're probably going to say, "Oh shit, I need to see all the medical documents on this. I need to see that he's done." Some cases they even make you wait 6 months post operation. So
Gotcha. What happens if I don't bring it up?
nothing if they
Okay.
don't know. You know what I'm saying? But if they find out, I mean, you could always. It's one of those things where you can always say like, "Hey, I didn't know any better, but I'm telling you now. You should probably tell your recruiter. You know, just so he's tracking, and he can give you proper guidance on what he wants to do." Um, I would go to the board, see what happens. If you get picked up, whatever. If you don't get picked up, I'd bring it up. I probably would still just bring it up because it's not going to hurt you. Like the waiver should get approved. I wouldn't be too concerned about it personally. If I was the one dealing with your stuff, I wouldn't be concerned. I would just be like, hey, give me all the notes. Once you're done with physical therapy, give me that. Give me clearance letters, things like that, and then run the waiver. Man, it's really not that big of a deal. People get hurt all the time. They might not even care. They might not even want a waiver. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's better. Like, what kind of officer are you trying to be? Like,
Infantry officer.
I'm sorry. It's a what?
Infantry officer. Infantry officer.
Do you have aspirations for like 18 X-ray or anything? I'm sorry, not 18 X-ray, but special forces.
I do. Yes, sir.
Yeah, just bring it up because like you don't want to be in a position where you're going through any sort of super in-depth, investigations, and they're like, "Oh, why didn't you bring this up? You must be a liar." You know what I'm saying? We don't want to do that and ruin your chances of that. So I would bring it up.
Okay, gotcha. All right, thanks, sir.
All right. Tell your recruiter. I'm not telling you to go tell MEPS yourself. You tell your recruiter.
Okay, gotcha.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Yep, no problem, bro. All right, whoever's next, get them hands up, guys. I am driving back from. I can't remember what they decided to call it. It's like Mission Essential Travel or something. I don't know. Mission Essential Travel. So we did a bunch of training, things like that. And I've been in the car for like 5.5 hours or something like that. I still got a whole hour left of driving, so you guys get to drive with me for an hour. I'm just glad I'm in a hands-free car because I wouldn't be able to do this without it.
Yo,
What's up?
my name's Braden. I just have a quick question. I guess it's regarding medical. I've had kidney and liver issues for the past 2 months, and most of it's been, I guess you could say, non-treatable with no medications, but it is on my medical record. Is that gonna stop me at all? I guess from getting cleared through MEPS?
I mean, it depends on what issue, like what kind of issues are we talking about? I mean, is this something
Uh,
where you have to?
I had major kidney impairment and my liver was not functioning as well. I had a CT, I had an ultrasound done. There's nothing on my liver, there's nothing on my kidney. The only thing I was pretty much diagnosed with was a fatty kidney.
Okay. Is there any sort of sustained care that you have to go through, or is there any official diagnosis of what this is?
No, like basically the doctor said you just have major kidney impairment. There was drugs that were offered and I politely said no. But after about like 2 months of like just kind of working on it, I managed to bring, I don't know if you know like lab levels, but my EGFR and my creatinine were like super low, and those are now just starting to climb up back to like the normal range, you could say. They're still in the low range, but they're slowly coming up.
Okay. I would wait until you have normal levels of anything because you're going to do a blood test at MEPS. Okay.
Okay.
So if you're going to go to MEPS with, fucked up levels, you're going to get DQ'd. You're probably still going to get DQ'd based on your past levels, but you'll be able to have like a waiver process with that. If they, and they're going to want to see time of normal levels. Okay.
Okay.
Showing you've broken whatever the hell that is. They want to make sure it's not going to be a persistent problem. So, yeah, I would still like, are you working with a recruiter?
Uh, I was working with you in the earlier of the year, but then this shit started all pretty much piling on. Because another thing I'll say too, due to the kidney levels and the impairment of my liver, I was pretty much peeing out blood for like 2 weeks straight until I got all my levels fixed.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's probably, well, first of all, take care of yourself. You know what I mean? Whatever's wrong, make sure you get it fixed. Like, look, you guys all have medical questions, right? Oh, is this going to hurt me at MEPS? Things like this, man, like MEPS doesn't matter if you have a permanent problem with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, um, if this is something that you need to have fixed and your health is at risk, then you need to get care, regardless of the fact that you're trying to go to MEPS. Okay. So
Yeah.
again, like a little public service announcement to everybody listening. I am not a doctor. I can tell you what MEPS is gonna say, but like if you need medical help, man, get medical help. Don't be like, oh, Sergeant Shell says I'm gonna need a waiver if I go get help. Like, yeah, you will, but like, bro, what's the alternative? You die? Like, go get help, you know?
Yeah, and I'll just say this: most of the issues I've been cleared up from, and the diagnosis is they can never really find out why. They were trying to tie it to my physical training a little bit. They think I like over extraneous my training too much, and that I wasn't like providing myself with adequate hydration. So they try to just contribute the diagnosis to that. But then all the urine and the liver stuff, I was pretty much cleared of. Now the issue is just the kidney ranges. I'm slowly trying to get that back up.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as long as you're getting them back up and your levels are normal, like I said, they're probably going to want to see sustainability of levels and things like that. But look, there's no way around it. And quite frankly, you need to make sure that your levels are sustainable because if they're not, then you're going to be a risk out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, understandable. But yeah, I just wanted to ask if it's like a straight DQ or if there's like if I provide like a time frame of me being in like normal range with normal activities and even like physical distress that I would eventually be cleared over time.
Yeah, you will. Yes. So if you can show time of normal levels, they will clear you on a waiver at some point. As of now,
As of now. Okay.
I gotta say, I mean, things in recruiting are changing extremely fast, and waivers aren't getting approved. But like, as of right now, I got an answer from a doctor about somebody else the other day. It was about A1C levels, and they wanted to see sustainment of up to a year. As long as he has a sustained levels of A1C that are in normal range for 1 full year, he can get a waiver approved.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I
I
just
mean,
didn't know.
that's like a diabetes thing. So it's like if I can get a guy with diabetes who had diabetes at some point, you know what I mean? If we can get him in, then it's probably gonna be the same thing for you. They just
Okay,
want to see
cool.
normal blood levels.
All right, cool. Thank you. I just didn't know if I was completely butt fucked from the beginning of this or if, still got like a tad bit of a chance. But yeah, that was it. Thank you so much.
No, yeah, 100%. You got a chance, brother.
All right, thank you. Bye.
All right, all right. Who's next? Who's next? What's everybody up to? Finally getting to see some civilization. This is wonderful. If you got any questions, hands up, because I can go back to listening to music. If not, you okay with me? I got to see Mount Rushmore today. That was pretty cool. I haven't been out there ever, so that was dope. Got pictures, things like that. If I missed anybody's calendar either today or yesterday, call, please either reschedule or you see my number, just shoot me a message real quick. Says, hey, we missed the calendar call. I've been doing this, driving, and I'm not going to be on the phone if it's not hands free like I am right now, hands free. But what do you call it? Yesterday, I think I missed a couple calls because I was in mandatory training and I couldn't answer any calls or make any calls, and it was terrible. So if I missed you, please, 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 please reach out. Ignore the calendar right now for, I think it's 2 people specifically. I talked to one before here, so hands are up. I don't know. Somebody's got a hand up. 2K, are you still in here? You can pull that guy in or. Hello?
Hey, what's going on, man? Good evening. How are you doing?
Doing all right. Ready to be home.
Understandable. I just had a quick question for you.
Yeah.
If I'm thinking about joining the army and I know they have the camp that you can go into to lose weight. So right now I'm 20 pounds down and I'm at 340. How much more would I have to lose in order to like enlist or join that camp?
So it's not about pounds, it's about inches and percentages, right? So we got to get a tape around your gut and figure out what your body fat percentage is. That's what we got to do. So the tape is one of those like you ever seen the gym tape, the body fat tape that you can wrap around you?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Same thing. So your voice is very familiar. I've talked to you on the phone a few times, have I not?
No, this is the first time I joined. My friend Weston invited me here, so
Okay. Yeah, so we got to get a tape around you to really understand where you're at. So if you go out, go to Walmart, I'm sure they've got them there. Buy a tape and then shoot me a message and I'll walk you through how to get it done. Have somebody else do it for you if you got like your mom or your girlfriend or even your buddy. It doesn't matter, you know. Wrap that tape around and like let's get a good reading and how many inches your waist is. Not your waist, but you're around your belly. The Army does it around the navel, straight across, around the belly button, right? That's how we got to get the measurements. So really that's what it's at. I need to know your percentages. So if you give me your percentage and your age and your height, your weight, and all that, I can do the math and get it done for you and figure it out.
All right, sounds good, man. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you for your time.
Of course. All right, all right, all right. I am almost home. We got any more? Anybody with their hands raised? Yo, I've been driving past like a ton of buffalo. It's crazy. I've never seen a buffalo in my life until here. It's pretty awesome, actually. Let's see here. Is anybody in the YouTube? Do you guys anybody see, or is it YouTube even running 2K? I don't even know if it is. Yep. Can you hear me, 2K? Did anybody else hear 2K? I saw him pop in, but I didn't hear a word he said. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, YouTube is working.
Can you hear
Is
me
it
now?
okay? Appreciate it. Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Hey, how's it going, brother?
Awesome. What can I help you with, bro?
Basically, I was working with one guy that you referred me to, but I think I decided to go the National Guard route because I'm 31 years old, and I've been thinking that's gonna be
I
more.
referred you?
Yeah, I think you put me to work with one guy, but he was putting a lot of pressure on me to cheap out, and honestly I was going through the divorce, and I was also in the process of buying a house, so I couldn't do it by
Wait,
that
wait, wait,
time.
wait. Who is this? Who's this person we're talking about?
Um
You can say his name. I don't give a shit.
let me see.
And what branch is this? Why would I send you somewhere different?
It's SSG is cut. It's nothing wrong with the guy. I mean, the guy just was trying to do his job and uh get me chipped out as soon as possible, but it's just I was going through a lot. I was going through a divorce, buying a house, so definitely I've been thinking about it, and I don't think that like active duty is the way for me to go. I think I would like to go National Guard. So in that case, can you help me out finding a recruiter here in Florida?
Maybe. I got one in Colorado. Yeah. Let's unpack this for a second, okay? What is the reason you would think you want to go National Guard, and what are you trying to accomplish? What is your goal?
So the reason why I want to go this way is because if I don't get selected, if I don't get selected, I can go back to have my normal life, because if it comes down to money, I'm making way too much money than what I'm gonna do in the army.
Well, then don't do it at all.
Hey,
I mean,
Shell,
that's
I'm on here.
what's up, brother.
Hey, yeah,
I mean,
you're gonna
don't
say exactly what I
go.
was just about to say. If that's the mindset you're gonna have going into any type of
Yeah.
selection, you just ain't gonna make it. Just don't even jump into that. I'm not saying go active guard or whatever the situation may be, but realistically, regardless, right? Like if you're betting on, oh, if I don't make it, right, then you're just not gonna make it, right? Because that's just how it is, right? the guard is not going to fix your problem, right? If you have marital problems or issues at home or whatever the situation may be, you still have to go through a training pipeline, which no matter what, at a minimum, that training pipeline for you, you're looking at a minimum of a year, regardless if you get selected or not, right? Like that's just like going through OSET, getting to where you got to get to, and then going through the training and then going through the selection pipeline, whatever it is you're trying to get selected for, right? So those are the things you got to think about, right? And then, okay, if you go there with the mentality of like, oh, I'm not going to get selected, or if I don't get selected, well, I go back to my regular life. That's not necessarily the case because you don't know what that National Guard unit is that you're going to, right? Because now, if you don't get selected, now you fall needs of the Guard, which guess what? A lot of people are like, oh, I'm joining the Guard because I'm joining the Guard because I don't want to do this, or I'm joining the Guard because I want to do the part-time thing. But realistically, you can't tell what the future looks like, and you can get activated with the Guard at any point, specifically in Florida, which they're always doing shit. And I know that because I was a recruiter in Florida, and I came from Florida, and I grew up in Florida. The National Guard in Florida are always doing shit, so you can still get activated. The difference is that now you're in fucking title, whatever the hell orders in the Guard, not looking at the same thing, right? So it's like those are the things you got to think about, right? It's like if your mentality is like, well, I'm already making more money or whatever, wherever it is that you're at in life, then just don't do it at all, right?
Yep.
Because you will go to selection and you will fail. That's just how it works. It's not statistically speaking, that's just how it is, right? I'm not trying to crush your dreams here or whatever it is. That's not the case at all. But realistically, that's what you're looking at because you have a 1/100th chance of making it. You want to know how I know? Because I see these guys every single day here at Swig, every day, because I'm here. I see them every day with that dream. Just what? Today's what? Thursday. On Monday, there's a new class that just showed up directly from OSET. They've already been in training for 8-9 months. They just showed up last week. They took a PT test on Monday, and right off the rip, they already dropped 60 something guys on literally their first week here at Swig. They had that same dream. They thought they were going to make it. And just like that, their things got crushed, right? Just by taking a PT test because not only they're not up to par, but they're not nowhere near, right? Because when you get here, just passing is not enough, right? So like you have to think of those things, right? But if you're gonna come here with the mentality of, oh, if I don't make it, then the biggest advice I would give you, I'm sure Sergeant Shaw will give you the same advice, is just don't come here at all. Because then you're just not gonna make it. Or just don't join the military at all.
Yeah, I'm 100% on the same page. Like, if you're making more money doing whatever you're doing right now, right, and you're only trying to do this for that reason, it's not. That's first of all, that's in my opinion. I don't like that reason to begin with. Like, you need to be wanting to serve for other purposes. I understand wanting to serve at the highest level possible. I get it. But it shouldn't be the end all be all, like on entry into the military. If you can't make it, you should still want to serve in that capacity. And if that's not it for you, that's okay. It's no one's shaming anybody, but like I think the priorities are kind of messed up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it's not. Definitely, it's not like I have the mentality that I'm not gonna get selected. It's just I was thinking about like maybe some external factor, like if I bust a knee, if I get injured. But my PT test, the numbers are looking really good, and I think I have the mentality that I can go and win. It's just I was thinking more about like more external factors.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like I'm saying, it's still kind of the point still stands, right? So like if you're in a position where an external factor happens, right? There's no oh well, I tried and I'm gonna run back to my normal life. It's a um like Yoda just said, man, like you're gonna be in the Guard in Florida, and next thing you know, that normal life is not happening anymore because they're like, oh, hey, you're an infantryman now. And we're going on Title 10 orders to defend the border for the next 9 months. Like that's That's an extremely possible thing that's happening right now. So your plan is still not going to happen. And now you're in the guard for 6 years because that's the minimum contracts they do pretty much for what you're trying to go for, rather. And quite frankly, as of right now, they don't even have slots. What they're doing with the guard is they're putting him on what's called training teams. And they're not even seeing SFAS. I've got guys that call me from these training teams that are like, is there anything you can do? I'm like, no, you're under contract with the guard. And they have been in the guard for a year and have not been to SFAS. So I don't know, man. I think in my opinion, I don't think you should do it at all, to be honest. If the active duty is not the way to go for you, that's okay. It's not for everyone. If you're making more money, like I get it, like stay there. If you're chasing that excitement, like Jake has said it 100 times, there's places you can do. You can go pay for free fall classes on your own. You can go scuba diving and like pay for these classes and go to, you can actually pay for sniper schools. You know what I'm saying? Like there are things you can do on the outside to get that excitement, right? But if it's like if you're not trying to serve at the highest absolute level and you're not trying to go active duty, there is no alternative right now that makes any sense.
Even then,
Okay.
I mean, even then, again, so all right, so you're trying to go guard. What are you trying to do? You're trying to go to SFAS? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yes.
All right. So have you looked into the SFRE at all?
Yes, I went to one SFRE and I'm scheduled to go to SFCP for October. I passed the SFRE.
Okay. Then why do you need a recruiter if you're already done SFRE? If that makes any sense, you know what I mean? Because
My thing is, they probably what they're doing now, Yoda, is they're giving them those letters of acceptance,
yeah,
and they just sit on them, and they're like,
yeah, I
"Hey,
mean,
you're going to this training team, and like
yeah, I
wait
mean,
for your turn." And it's like,
yeah, no, I mean, they're pushing dudes through here. That's not the problem. The problem is that like I see this every time, dude. Like it's not necessarily that. It's just like I want to say right now, the class that I'm currently sitting at, I want to say that about 90% of the guard dudes are switching over to active duty because number one, they've been in the pipeline forever. And then their contract's almost up, and then they either re-enlist into the guard, but then it's like, okay, cool, like I don't want to do the job anyways. Now, I understand where he's coming from, but like, I mean, hey, to each their own. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is
yep.
everybody has that mentality until they get here. And then the sad part is that what you don't want to do is get locked into a 6-year contract with the guard, and then you're going to be stuck in the guard because that happens again 90% of the time.
Yeah, more times than not.
Is the contract for active duty 6 years as well?
Nope, they have
48 months.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
Which by the time you're done with the Q course, depending on your MOS, you're going to have a little less than 36 months left, obviously. And then the moment that you have 36 months left, you cannot go to an ODA or you cannot go to the regiment without having a minimum of 36 months left of your contract. Therefore, they're going to have you re-enlist coming out of the Q course before they send you out to the regiment. So
Gotcha.
you would have to re-enlist anyways. So like you would just re-enlist on a new contract for whatever that is, 3 years, 4 years to meet your minimum time of 36 months. By the time you're done with the Q course, depending on your MOS, you're looking at anywhere between 2 years to 3.5 years, depending on your MOS. Like the total training pipeline, right? That's including basic training, OSET, selection, and then the rest of the qualification pipeline. But I mean, hey, I get it. But just a big advice, man. Like, if you think you're too old, that's not the case. Average person here right now at the moment is, I send the stats to Jake of this graduating class. Average age is 29. And most of them have college degrees, all different type of degrees, families, a bunch of shit. I myself, I'm 33 years old with a wife and 4 kids. So, But I'll tell you right now, you just gotta put your head down and grind it out. That's what you really want to do. Everybody comes here with the same thing. I'm not trying to burst your bubble, but everybody here is a dog, meaning like everybody here can max a PT test. Everybody here can, and I'm not talking about just training up to max a PT test. Like, can you wake up tomorrow and max a PT test? Can you literally get told right now, wherever it is you're right now, hey, you're gonna go outside, you're gonna take this, this APFT, and can you max it out? And if the answer is not no, then that's just what it is, right? You should be able to do that, like things like that, right? That's just how it is. Because everybody that comes here, all fucking 400 people that come every class, it's the same thing, right? So it's like, yeah, like you said, there's external factors, there's a bunch of stuff. Like, big advice I'll give you, I'm sure Sergeant Show will give you the same advice, is you just have to prioritize. That includes if you have to shut down people, because guess what? I've literally shut down my family, my wife and my kids, and everybody else that is around my life for the last 2 years to get to where I'm trying to get to. And that's just how it is. And that's the reality of it. Right? It's all fun and games till you like get home and you tell your wife, hey, I'm sleeping in the guest room because I need to study. Right? So those are things you got to think about. But hey, it's definitely worth it. I'll tell you that much. Because the best accomplishment I've done in my military career. So you just have to, you just gotta just dig deep, man. It seems like you got other things that you need to settle in your life before you actually make this decision, but it's a big decision. But don't just go with one because it seems like the safer route. That's all it is.
Right.
Okay. Thank you so much for all the advice.
Yep. No problem, brother. All right. Who's next? Ray? Frost?
I think Frost was first.
Oh, hey, Staff Sergeant.
What's up, Derek?
Good. How you doing?
You see, driving. Told you.
How we looking?
Looking good.
Yeah.
Looking like you're on time. Yeah. Should be good by, we said first week September, right?
Yep.
Should be good.
How soon do you think after maps I may ship off?
60 days.
60
Give
days.
or take. Yep, 60 days, give or take.
Okay, so I just had a question about right now as I wait for maps and preparing for my career and everything. Like, what advice would you give me right now to be preparing to be the best soldier, to excel and succeed in the military?
Well, with the route you're taking right now, you just need to, well, you just heard the conversation, right, that we had?
Right.
So you need to focus. I wouldn't train too crazy because I know you've been training, but don't get hurt. Okay. You've got time. Study up on, for the ASVAB, right? Because we're going to try and get better scores. Never stop studying. Just continuously study, right? While you're at your first unit, you're going to volunteer for everything. If they need to send somebody to a class or a course or whatever it is, your hand is in the air. Okay. That's going to set you apart from your peers, and it makes everything different, right? So like, you're going to see the guys there that are trying to like, oh man, I don't want to do that. I just want to go home, sit in the barracks, play Xbox, drink, party, whatever. Hey, cool. That's what they want to do with their career. That's fine. Again, they want to have fun. They're getting paid. They're doing their job, whatever. If you have higher aspirations, though, you need to make that known. You need to be like, no, this isn't good enough. I want to be better. So volunteer for all the classes, volunteer for all the courses. Anything you can do that's going to add to your resume in the military is going to help you out.
Right.
Okay. And then obviously, like me and you've talked, with your first initial pipeline going in as an 11 X-ray, continue studying so that way, your dream of being Green Beret can come true. But I think the important part is let's get you in first, right? What did I talk to you about? Didn't I talk to you about 50-meter targets, right?
Right.
Yep. Your 50-meter target is getting in. Okay. And then we'll start looking at that 300 later. Okay. It's not time for that yet.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep, no problem, Derek. I'll talk to you soon, man.
All right.
Hey, Sergeant, how are you?
Doing all right. Just pulled into
Awesome.
Aberdeen. Thank God. I am 5 minutes from my office. Oh, there's a cop. Hello, officer.
Yeah.
Um,
Gotcha. Alrighty.
but
So, Sergeant, thank you so much for the time. I am trying to join the Army as an officer. I am 35, graduated with a 2.99 GPA about like 13 years ago out of college. The recruiter I'm working with in Queens will provide me with an age waiver. However, what was spoken like in this group chat through the channels here, it's stated that lately it's been very difficult to go active duty, and majority of the folks here are saying that I should go reserves instead. I am open to any role within the Army. However, I definitely do prefer intelligence because that's my background, obviously for work and whatnot. So I'll have the recommendation from a congressman, from a captain, and from a lieutenant colonel. So I haven't taken the PICAT yet, but I plan on doing that and the ASVAB as well. Planning on scoring high. I'm currently studying and whatnot. But I just want your recommendation because as some folks are saying here in the group chats, they're saying for me to go the reserves route. Being that the
yeah,
recruitment levels are at a cap.
look, you got to take. The community is growing fast and it's getting big fast. So a lot of this information you're going to hear. Oh boy, I hit the trains there. Tracks. A lot of the information you're hearing is kind of getting parroted, right? It's a parrot thing. When they hear me or Jake tell somebody something, they go, "Yep, that's law, and that's for everybody," right? Every situation is different, so you got to take that with a grain of sand, right? Um, what's your goal?
My goal
Like,
is to
what do
be
you
a
see
lifer
yourself
in the
doing?
military and then
No, don't go to
eventually
reserves.
retire.
Don't go to reserves. Put in an active
Okay.
packet. If it gets accepted, great. Use the reserves as a backup plan. It might take a little longer, but if you want to be a lifelong military, you want to retire in the military, what? No, don't start in the reserves. You know what I mean? If you get tired of you're 10 years in and you get tired of it, and you're like, man, I want to get retirement, but I can't keep doing this every day. Then consider getting out, go to the reserves, things like that. But like, if you're trying to make this a career and you want to get retirement pay and you want to, make this your life, then yeah, don't start at the reserves. Your GPA is a little lower, but what's your degree in?
Corporate comm.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm open to any role within the Army. It's just, and that's exactly what I told my recruiter. At this time, right now, I'm taking the PICAT. That's like the next step in the whole process. That's what he told me.
Okay. Yeah. Take the PICAT, crush it, put in an active packet, and when you do the interview and they're asking you questions, try not to talk about like, hey, I want retirement, I want this, I want that, I want to do the. You need to what do you call it? Talk about service. Why you want to do this. Like, why do you want to do this versus any other career field? It's got to be something about service to country. um, being around soldiers, things like that, because anything else is not going to get you not going to get you selected, right? You got to crush the interview with your GPA being a little lower. I've seen them starting to. I think a guy texted me today. He didn't get picked up at all. Wasn't on the list, and he had like a 3.1 or 2 or something like that. So he was higher than you, and he didn't get picked up. So I don't know the other X factors that go into that. He might have, just completely shit the bed on the interview process, but for your specific situation, if your goal is to do 20 years and retire as a lifelong military member, you need to at least try to go active. Like, if you get denied, why don't we shift fire at that point? But there's no point in preemptively shifting fire. You know what I mean?
Got it.
Yep.
Alrighty. All right. Thanks, Sergeant. Appreciate your help.
Yep. No problem. You there? Can you? I don't know if he's talking or I just can't hear him. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't recognize the name. Hold on. Park anyway. Boop, 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 boop. Get out of one truck and into another. All right, somebody else raise their hand while we're waiting for Mr. Cunningham to get his audio or his mic working. Bum, bum, bum. Cunningham, can you hear me? Yeah, okay. I'm just making sure it's not me. Oh my God, my legs. Cunningham, you there? Boom, 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 boom. All right. Does anybody else have any questions? Because I know I got Mr. Cunningham's number. I told him to try to jump on here, but John, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, Sergeant. How's it going?
Oh, it's going all right. How you?
Not bad. Not bad. Hey, I just had a quick question. I was looking around on Reddit, and I mean, it's probably fake, but I saw that
It's
the
not. It's
Army.
not real yet. Are you talking about the
Um,
18 X-ray pipeline?
yeah, well, yeah, I know that there's some sort of stuff going on with the airborne, but that same post, I was kind of curious. He also listed those MOSs in need. Is that a realistic possibility that 11 Bravos are
I
just
didn't.
going to get reclassed into those MOSs?
No. What? I'd have to see the list of what you're talking about. Like,
Okay, yeah, he
look,
posted some list like 15 Golf, 92 Sierra, like MOS is in need right now, and 11X wasn't on there. So I was wondering if that is a realistic possibility. Like, if you fail out of the pipeline at any moment, that you get sent one of
yes.
those.
From an 18X pipeline or an 11?
No, from an
I mean, it doesn't.
18X. Let's say you come in
Yeah.
18X. Obviously, you finish OSED, yada yada yada. But I
Yeah.
heard that the Army's needing some of these other MOSs right now, so you might get thrown
Yeah. I
into
mean,
there.
look, as unprobable as it is a possibility. Yes, they can do that, and if they absolutely need to, they will.
Roger that. Thanks, Sergeant.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man. Like, look, the way I look at it is, what's more cost effective for the Army, right? It is to keep them as an 11 X-ray, right? Because they're already trained as such. But do they have the ability to change you over to whatever they want? Yeah, technically, because your contract was for 18X. If you fail, you're not an 18X. Technically, you don't get that MOS, and we need to find you a different job. Now, normally that job is going to be 11X because you've done the training, but they could do whatever they want. So, boom, 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 boom. All right, all right. Oh shit. All right.
Do we got any more hands, questions, comments, concerns? You guys want to see where I work every day? I'm usually at home during this. I know it's weird. I don't even know if I can change. Fuck it. It's the office. Look at that giant ass area I got to drive. Fucking crazy. But all right. If we got no more questions, I'm here. I'm ready to answer them. But I definitely want to go home. So if you guys are not going to answer them, I'm going to cut it off. So Yoda, you got anything for the group?
Nah, man. Just fucking. Only advice
Hey,
I
brother.
got is just get after it, make it happen.
I've been showing everybody that picture you sent me, bro. I'm like, look at this, man, because I just came from a company training, annual. So I had the whole company of recruiters there, and I'm like, hey, ain't none of you got
Yeah.
any excuses now.
Hey,
So
I'm just an old 79 Romeo, man.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, like everybody here, we did a ruck today, 35 pounds,
Yeah, dude.
and you would have
Fucking-
thought. You would have thought somebody fucking hit everybody in the knees with a baseball bat. I'm telling you.
Yeah. You know what our
It-
infill? You know what my infill ruck was? Fucking a month ago.
What's that?
128.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like some of these guys didn't even have rucks on, and they were walking up the hill, and they couldn't
That shit was
make it.
horrible.
Yeah, they had to stop. And like I'm like, oh my god. We
Nah, man,
we
but
did a combat survival water swim fucking
yeah.
thing. My commander's been super hua for the last couple days. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. Nah, man, but hey, you're fucking crushing it, dude. You're fucking just getting after it, helping dudes out. Yeah, just biggest advice I have for the guys, man, for the people here in the group is just stop talking about it, just be about it. Make it happen. Life is about taking risk. That's the biggest thing I've seen here. With a lot of people is, every single individual here that's made it is they were willing to risk it all, right? Like I talked to Jake already about getting a dude, man. I have plenty of solid dudes. I had on my team pro basketball player, dude, literally was playing in the NBA, and now he's a
Yeah.
Green Beret. He dropped everything for that. Have solid dude. He's a medic now. Fucking prior Marine Corps dude. He was a prior Marine Corps officer. Got selected. This is a good story for people to hear. He got selected for MARSOC, for whatever their fucking pipeline is. And before he was supposed to go out, because at the end of the day, when you get selected in the like for example in the Marine Corps, for their pipeline, you still belong to the Marine Corps, like the big Marine Corps, right? Meaning they still have a say on how your career is going to go, and that's what happened to him. Like last minute, they pulled him like, "Hey, we understand you got selected, but we need you to continue to be an regular officer, infantry officer here." And he's like, "Well, how about you go screw yourself? Because I re-enlisted on a false pretense that I was going to go through their pipeline after getting selected." So they actually that's a good story because he went through the system, fought it. His re-enlistment contract did not count, got out of the Marine Corps, and now he's a 18 Delta in the Army as a fucking Green Beret. He went enlisted. And yeah, he just made it through the pipeline after fucking 3.5 years. But he has a pretty good story, man. Like things like that. Plenty of dudes here. You know, plenty of dudes here
That's wild.
have very solid stories, but the common factor is that every single one of them were willing to like legit no shit risk at all to get here to this point. So like if you do not have that mindset, like it's easy to say, oh, I have the mindset. It's easy to say that. But if you legit no shit don't have it or ever been tested to that point, just don't waste people's time, don't waste Orange Shell's time, don't waste your own fucking time because what I mean, like you have to have it. But if not, hey, if not, plenty of dudes in the chat were saying it. It's okay to go spend some time in the regular army for a little bit and go learn and go make yourself like just mature a little bit, mature in the military. Because most of the dudes, a lot of the guys that were successful here, yes, even the 18 X-rays that were successful here, a lot of them, they are prior service. So I don't really count them as 18 X-rays, right? A lot of the guys that made it, yes, there are 18 X-rays, but a lot of them served 6-7 years in the Navy. And 6-7 years in the Navy, 4, 5, 6 years in the Marine Corps. They served, right? Like they served in some type of capacity in the military. So they have an understanding of the military and they're matured in that sense, right? Because a lot of the guys struggle here with that. It's like when things don't go their way and they're like, oh my God, I'm an 18 X-ray. I think I should be a Green Beret and I deserve the whole world and I've risked it all. It's like, no, not really. You haven't gotten there yet. And then when you don't, and things don't go their way, they complain and they bitch and then they get in trouble and then they're getting kicked out of the pipeline and getting sent across the street to the 82nd, right? So like, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot of good, solid dudes in the 82nd that are doing great things, right? But it's like, it's okay to go spend some time in the regular army, in the military, and go mature and go learn, go get your ranger tab, go fucking go to, go do all these other shit. And then it's okay to go to selection, right? You can go to selection at any point in your career and nobody in your chain of command can say no about you going to selection. You can go to selection at any point. Right? Ask me how I know, because I fucking know, because I did it myself. Right? Like, after many, many years in the army, many years, right? Like, it's very doable. You just gotta fucking do it, and like, command can't say no. But the biggest thing is, man, like, just keep crushing it. Every single dude on here, keep getting after it. Fucking, hey, like, no shit. If whatever the goal is, like do it. Get with Sergeant Shell, get your ass in the army, and get after it. You gotta be all right.
Oh yeah. Good thing. All right, everyone. You guys know how to make an appointment. I got that thing in my bio on the link tree in the Instagram thing. Just go make an appointment. Get on the schedule. Put yourself on my schedule. Mr. Cunningham, who was struggling to get sound earlier, I'm calling you from the car the second I get out of here. So just be ready. I know you can hear me. Other than that, anybody got any last minute anything? Because I'm out of here. Okay. Awesome. All right. You guys have a good one. Appreciate y'all popping out.